Hey guys, it's Beg here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your weekend today. Today's video is going to be on Zip again. I know I just released a Zip video the other day, but I've been having so much fun playing this hero, guys. He is so broken. I still think I'm at like less than 10 games because it's really hard to get him in ranked. But I don't know. He's really strong in my opinion. I've been having a ton of fun playing him whenever I get the chance. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. This game is super spicy and super fun, and you'll see, all right? We do not start on the same side of the map as our jungler because we do find their support. I mentioned in my last Zip video that starting your A is better if you are not invading, and you can see why here. We destroy their support, their mid laner rotates, Yenna backs off, that's fine. I have a water stone, so I'm going to walk up here because I know that the Vera will hit level 2 regardless of me being there or not. I'm just going to help her clear this wave really quickly, get some nice little poke onto the Darcy, and then I'm going to try to back so I can catch back up to my jungler's rotation. Because of that fight, I think we figured out that the enemy jungler was starting on red. Unfortunately, my recall gets cut short because the Wukong ends up mid lane for some reason. It was like only a minute into the game, and I think he skipped like 2 camps or something. So that's why I say, like, what is he doing here? Very weird jungle rotation by that Wukong for sure. I probably should have just recalled sooner. We definitely could have avoided that situation. So now I know that the next objective that my jungler most likely wants to go for is the Sentinel. So I am going to be on or towards the top side of the map right now. I go ahead and start it because I see my jungler is coming up. And I see Zuko walk into the bush, so I just go ahead and throw my stun out. And all that does is kind of just force him to back off a little bit. I definitely go way too far here. I should not have walked into this bush, especially since I knew that my jungler was going to be going back to his blue. But it's okay, it still works out. In fact, it helps us because we see Wukong gets really low, but he does not start his recall. In fact, we see him walking towards his red side jungle, so I ping it, because I know that Nacroth will be finishing his blue, is full HP, and can head right over to his red where the Wukong is low and, almost dead. So it works out. The Wukong dies for trying to kill me. He is behind on his jungle rotation now, and he is behind in gold. Honestly, he's pretty screwed. Again, just going to go on the same side of the map as my jungler. Zip has really good gank assist with his stun and his shield, and once he hits 4, his knock up. You can see we're heading down now, but then I'm like, I'm gonna check out this blue, and I actually manage to steal it, which is pretty great for me, honestly. I go ahead and see that my team is ganking, so I start my ult to potentially cut off the Violet, but she dies before I get there. It's okay though, because we did get a blue buff off of it. Feels good, man. My team has 4 people around, so we're just gonna go ahead and do this dragon right now. Free dragon for us. Feels good, man. I'm gonna go ahead and head back towards mid. I do have some waterstone stacks, I believe. We run into an Ormar, so we're just gonna go ahead and do some damage. The Vera does get tagged by the Darcy ult, but I just go ahead and swallow her up right when she teleports, and we can see that we wasted the Ormar's ult and the Wukong's ult. I ping right there because I know the enemy team was on the right side of mid, but they did not rotate down, which is fine for us. I landed that stun to Ormar, but he managed to jump over the wall, so he really can't do anything. My jungler pings their red, but I'm already on my way because I know that his red is going to be up very soon. I'm just going to camp in this bush because I really don't do any damage. I don't need to show on the map for whatever reason, and in fact that helps us because we get a pretty nice stun onto the Violet. I go ahead and pop my ult as soon as I get tagged by the Darcy ult to kind of, I guess, break it. I managed to live with just a little bit of HP. The kill into Ormar gives me that refresh. Wukong is really mad. We get 3 kills for nothing, and we managed to secure the enemy's red buff. This game is insane so far. It's 6-2. We are only 4 minutes in. That is 8 deaths in, okay, 5 minutes. Fine, whatever. My team will secure the top tower off of that engagement. The Wukong's blue buff is up, but we really are not in position as a team to go invade that, especially since our Yenna was either back or dead or something. I don't know. She wasn't bot. Kilgroth's top. Vera's top. There's just, we can't do anything right now, right? Here, you can see I'm testing out something I think one of my commenters mentioned about how if you drag Zip's second ability to the cancel button, it doesn't actually charge you any mana. So my Nakaroth seems to be going a bit ham here, so I'm just giving him shields when I can and stunning the Wukong when I can. You can see Zip is just an absolute shielding CC machine, maniac, whatever. You can see she is barely taking any damage from this Zuka. I go ahead and start eating her up because I see her get tagged by the Darcy ult. I ult into the two of them, but unfortunately my team, I guess, is just too slow in the response time to manage to secure anything. I give Nakaroth a shield at the very last second there, and he just manages to live with the smallest sliver of HP. In fact, it did not even pop his death sickle, as you will see right here when we outplay the living hell out of the Suka. I managed to tag him with my stun. I give him a shield, or actually I eat him and dodge the Zuka ult. I tag him again with another stun, and boy, that Zuka is mad. He just his whole life flashed before his eyes, honestly. Feels bad for him, but feels great for us. That was a sick play. Zane and I both played that near perfectly, honestly. It was pretty amazing. So we have a little bit of a lull now. My jungler went back to his jungle. Dragon is up. We see that there are at least 2 people at the Wukong's blue so far. So I think, we're just going to go ahead and do this dragon here. The little dragon buff is actually pretty nice on Zip. You can do a surprising amount of damage with your little burn. I go ahead and solo up my teammates here, and I just ult in. We knock up the Wukong rather, and he just explodes while invisible, I guess. He's reduced to atoms, gone, wiped off the face of the earth. I get a nice little stun onto the Zuka. Vera follows it up as well as Nakaroth, and he will fall. I go ahead and eat the Vera as she gets tagged by that Darcy ult again, and then I get another 2-man stun. My team will be able to follow it up, and so we will be able to continue this push potentially, except then Nakaroth rotates down, and so the wave dies, and we're not going to be able to get that tower, but Nakaroth goes top, and we're going to get that one. And then we can rotate back down for the next tower because Darcy went away. We're going to clear their entire jungle before we rotate back to our own. That is how you snowball leads in this game, guys. In case you didn't know that, I'm sure most of you do at this point. At least I hope you do if you're one of my viewers, guys. Come on, we have to be smarter than the rest of them because honestly, most of the people that play AoV are pretty stupid. Let's be real, all right? We're better than them. So I'm just camping, waiting for something fun to happen. I see a Wukong, and I try to do the same thing I did to his blue earlier, but Ormar messes me up. So we are not going to be able to get the small camp, but it's okay. We have a wave coming in here, and I'm just doing my best to make sure that the wave does survive. Wukong gets caught in the middle of 4 people and will just explode once again. This poor Wukong's having such a rough game, guys. Honestly, we're kind of wasting time here. We should really just be doing the Dark Slayer. They have tons of wave clear between Darcy and Violet. It's going to be really hard for us to push without an ADC and without a Dark Slayer. So we're just going to go ahead and rotate over and do that now. For some reason, Vera is still bot lane. Can't really tell you why. This is another reason why Zip is really good. I'm just able to constantly give my team shielding while they're doing the Dark Slayer, so nobody really loses that much HP. I'm walking up here because I know that we can definitely push. We have a top wave coming in and a mid wave coming in, and they're synced enough, I guess. Vera catches the top wave, which is pretty good for us. I'm just spamming my shield for no good reason. Unfortunately, Yenna does get caught out, but it is okay. we have a massive wave plus a big old dragon up top. I go ahead and pop my ult, get a nice little 3-man knockup, manage to stun the Violet and the Ormar. Unfortunately, Violet flickers away, but I think we will still manage to end the game here after we decimate the enemy team. Wukong, Ormar, and Violet all fall. Darcy lives with about 1 HP, and the game ends there. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this game as much as I did making it. Please be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and I will see you next time. See ya.